Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kathy Weber. I would like to thank everyone on behalf of all the people who are served by the Plus Company. Now I would like you to meet my friend Bob Purcell, who is president of the Plus Company Board of Directors. He is also the teacher of the public speaking class at the Plus Company, and I am in his class. Thank you.
It's truly people like this beautiful young woman behind me, and Stephen in front of me, and many of my friends on the screen that keep bringing me back, and that's another reason why you're here tonight. So there are many moving moments that happen on an evening like tonight, each day, each month, etc. But I will share a story with you, as wonderful as the night is. We had originally planned to have it this Sunday at 4 o'clock. So somebody said, that may not be a good idea unless it became a sports bar. But I have to tell you a quick story, and it's the truth. Earlier in the week, my wife, who is an incredible NFL football fan, Sandy, you know that so well. I mean, I watch 12 football games every weekend. I can't stand it. I want to go shopping. So earlier she calls me in the office and she said, "Did you hear what the coach called Tom?" And I wasn't listening. I said, yeah, okay, honey, I gotta run, okay. So I'm shoveling last night, and I'm not kidding, I'm a little tired tonight. I shoveled for like 12 hours last night. At 11 o'clock, she opens the door, she's getting ready for bed, and she said, "Did you hear what that fellow," I wrote his name down here, Antonio Cromartie said about Tom? I had it, I'm tired. And I said, "What?" And she said, "Did you hear what he said about Tom?" I said, "Who's Tom?" She said, Tom Brady. Like she had a personal relationship. So I'm thinking, what is it with Tom and women? I don't get it. So, anywho. Oh, thank you.
So what did he say?
Tom, what he said, he called him a very bad word.
Yeah.
Oh. I know you people are very pure, and but I have such pride tonight in having this opportunity to stand in front of you, and thank you so much for being here tonight. We're here because what many of the things that you've done and continue to do. 5 years ago, we met in a very small office over on Dunstable Road and talked about the need for space. 5 years ago, it got to the point where people were so crowded. Someone asked me tonight, where did everybody sit? You either were engaged or hated each other. 4 marriages. But and truly, a tour which you all took would not have been complete. We should have begun on Lake Street or on Dunstable Road for a real tour and then bus over here, because what you see here tonight is really a dream come true. Mike Monks, who cannot be here tonight, was such a significant dream builder for us over the years because he kept us point on to the task of getting this building here. And so again, humble beginnings, but you're witnessing this dream here tonight. The genesis of all of this was approximately 35 years ago when a group of families who are concerned about their loved ones, their family members, we have to do something for their futures. How can we teach them useful skills? Now, there's an individual here tonight, but I won't point that person out. But she was one of the original families over 35 years ago who had a dream that this could happen. And their dream was based on what was happening in the world of that day. So much has changed. All the misconceptions, many of them, have been erased and gone away. And hopefully we can continue that effort. But I thought this morning, when I thought of some of my remarks tonight, how proud those family members would be. I never thinking I would actually meet one of those folks tonight, because as I was concluding my remarks, I was going to say, if we could only bring those people back and see that their dream came to fruition and was going to continue, and then say maybe, because Sadly, perhaps, people will continue to be born with disabilities. It's no graduation ceremony, but what we've done here tonight, and of course with the national population more diverse, continuing to be so, the need for the Plus Company is going to become even more important. More dream builders are needed. I once said to my good friend, Mr. Streeter, over here on my right, your left, what would we do if there was no Plus Company? What would we do? Thank God, 35 years ago, there were families that came together and said, we need to do something. So people learning useful skills, which was the acronym for that. I don't know what, it would have to be a name this far, how we affect the lives of people that we serve. So I'm getting a bit off point here, but someone said to me, what are you going to say, Bob? There's so much to say. It is such a wonderful sense of being here and all that happens. The great room, it's really, we've all experienced loneliness. All the people who have never been lonely, raise their hands. Well, there's no hands. My good friend, Mr. Howard. Never alone. But it's like loneliness is the worst disease. Loneliness is the worst disease. Sure, the kids go away, your husband goes on a business trip, Sandy, you're lonely.
He's right over there. I'm not standing by him.
That loneliness only lasts maybe 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. Well, maybe a bit longer. But what we've done here, this great room, it's a room, but what it is also, it's become a neighborhood. It's become an extension of the clients' homes. They come here now with enthusiasm. I saw Steve there. There's Mike Smith. There's JR. This has become an extension of their lives, their neighborhood. And that's exactly what we are. We're a neighborhood where everybody's welcome. Nobody is categorized as being different or whatever it may be, any sort of characterization. It's not the Taj Mahal, by the way. It truly isn't. It sure looks like it compared to where we came from, but it's filled with possibilities. And the future is unlimited. I stood with Sandy over a decade, really more than a decade ago, and it's kind of interesting that our current mayor is here tonight and a former mayor, because we stood on Canal Street when we were so excited about the area agency at the time opening. We were excited. We weren't really sure why. We knew there were possibilities. We knew the future was out there. What was out there we weren't sure, but it was a big capital P for possibilities. And sure enough, Mayor Wagner was the mayor at the time. And we stood there, and sure enough, all that we dreamed, all that we hoped for came true. This organization grew to be one of the most significant, largest organizations in the state. That's what I feel is going to happen here at the Plus Company. I've learned a lot. I've witnessed a lot. You've all become better people. Maybe subconsciously, subliminally, just by having this opportunity to be associated with our community, your community. It really teaches you the fact that these people that you may have had misconceptions about, may not even had involvement with, are unique, have personalities, have wit, have intelligence. And that's such a wonderful gift to be given. I could tell you stories that would make your hair fall out about individuals with disabilities. What? I told them, do not put me under a lamp. Do not, and thank you. Kim said you want some cream for your head. So. But I've witnessed that beauty of it all. But I've also witnessed the commitment of the staff of the Plus Company. These are all highly educated people, all dedicated people, committed. Sure, they've shunned the siren call of the corporate world, higher salaries, all the accoutrements of the corporate world. They're here, they do it, and trust me, there's not one that couldn't walk out tomorrow and get a better job, and I'm comfortable saying that. Okay?
What do you mean, better job?
I know, excuse me. In other words, thank you, John. My mentor. But here's the best part of it all. Each and every one of you, you're here for a reason tonight. Each and every one of you put your signature on this building. That will remain. You can never drive by, and I in fact challenge you to do this. When you drive by 19 Chestnut Street, the next time, look to the right, because if you look to the left, you're coming out of the district court. Look to the right, and I please do this, because when you look at that building, you can look at that building and say, I had something to do with that. My signature is on that building. I've left a little bit of myself there today, and it's happening right now. And I please do that. And that will never, never change. And the beauty of it is we still continue to have generous opportunities to make the dream come true. Somebody once said, what's a good life, Bob? And we all have references to what's a good life, of course. And one that I like is, if you have someone that loves you, you're very fortunate. If you have good friends, now I can't tell you that somebody has somebody that loves them, everybody here tonight. But you can rest assured you've got good friends. We're our friends tonight. And then the third aspect of a good life is that if you're given the opportunity to give something back to the community, and you do it, that's great. Because we all enter the world with nothing. By the way, I'm not a minister. I'm not a minister, all right? But you enter with nothing. You enter with nothing, and you leave with nothing. You can't throw that cash into the grave site along with you and have it cover you beautifully. No, but what you have done, if you've lived a good life, is you've taken that opportunity to do something, and you've grabbed hold of it. And that's really neat. It's really what I tell you. It's just really special for me to stand before you and say that. I'm confident. I'm hopeful. The dreams will continue. And as I said to Sandy, when we both said, and we kidded about this at the annual meeting, because we actually said that some words. And the bandmaster over there, Brad, there's a Frank Sinatra, very popular song that he made famous several decades ago. That you probably remember, and it's somewhat meaningful, but he would sing, I'm not going to sing it, but he would sing, out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum, and the best is yet to come. We said that in Canal Street 15 years ago. We'll say it tonight. The best is yet to come, and that's because of you being here tonight and what the future lies ahead for us all. So thank you all for coming, and next time you drive by 19 Chestnut Street, look to the right and say, that's my place. That's my place. So, thank you very much.